Hello and welcome to the practice. Whether you are a beginner or advanced, hopefully you will learn something new here today as we go through Warrior One. Go ahead, step to the front of the mat. You'll notice I have a nice line here that I created with tape. You don't need it, but I have it here so you can see what I'm talking about when I say heel to heel alignment. Go ahead, again, step to the front of the mat about feet hip width apart. Go ahead, put your hands at your hips right now and get the hips squared to the front of the mat. Don't have them facing one way or another. Again, just nice and square. From here, shift your weight to the right foot. That left one's going to start to sweep back. Notice as you do that your heels are not on that same line. You want space. So again, go nice and slow so that you can see if your hip starts to face another direction. You again want to go so slow that your hips stayed squared to the front of the mat. With the hips squared, you're going to notice that back foot wants to be about a 45-degree angle, rounding into the 3 points of the feet, and then really pushing a little bit more to the edge of the foot. This helps alleviate if you ever feel any strain in the knee or the back of the knee. Hopefully that does not happen. If it does, widen your stance a little bit more. The front leg now, you want the knee over the ankle, and notice what direction the knee is pointing in. Hopefully it's following the the middle toe or the second toe and not coming to midline. So once you have the feet set, the knee set, now go ahead, look at those hips again. See if it's turned out. Again, suck it in and square it off to the front of the mat by thinking of that right femur going back a little bit. From here, take a notice at your pelvis. Is your pelvis tilted forward so the tailbone's coming up a little bit? Try to get it as neutral as you can by engaging the core and lengthening through the crown of the neck. From here, go ahead. The arms are going to come together with the palms of the hands are going to come together. Notice the elbow creases. They're going to face up towards the sky. This helps to make sure that your shoulders are in the external rotation. So with the shoulders externally rotated, go ahead, pushing forward with the hands while you start to come up. Gazes at the thumbnails. And you notice here, your arms kind of get stuck here. It's fine. I mean, if it's really down here, you can open up and create a little bit more space in the shoulders, but it doesn't need to come above and beyond. So stay here. Again, noticing those checkpoints. Maybe you forgot some of them. So go and make sure that your core is engaged. Soften through the eyes and the face. And then slowly with exhale, have the arms come back down. And then shift your weight and come back up. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. If you do one, it's good to do the other. Go ahead, shift your weight over to the left foot. Keeping your hands at the hips to keep them squared. Go ahead with the right foot, send it on back. Again, 45-degree angle. Keeping it nice and aligned with that front knee over the front ankle, again pointing in the direction of the second and third toe. Squaring up the hips as much as you can by sucking the femur back. Neutral pelvis, reaching down, engaging the core, and then once the legs are set, again pressing into the palms of the hands, elbow creases come up, slowly coming into the Warrior One for the arms. Gaze at the thumbnails. And then slowly come back and down. Shifting the weight up to the front of the mat. So that is Warrior One. Hopefully that clarified some questions that you might have had. If you want, you can see what the difference is between Warrior One and Warrior Two by watching the next video. Thank you. Namaste.